All right, so I'm live here with data science with Rust, and things are a little different when you're doing data science with Rust than, for example, Python. But I thought I would play around with some of the things that might be interesting. So I'm in a GitHub code space that has some GPU capabilities, things like that. And now, what would be something to play around with would be to look at how you could do data science with Rust. And so let's go ahead and um, dig into some ideas here. So to start with, maybe what we could do is type in Rust and Jupyter. I'm kind of curious. So what does this do? An evaluation context for Rust. Here we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. So this project consists of several crates, a Jupyter kernel, a Rust REPL, and if you think you'd like a REPL, I'd recommend checking out Jupyter kernel. So this looks pretty interesting here. And we don't know exactly. Let's look at this one. So a Jupyter kernel. So how do you do this? If you don't have Rust installed, follow these instructions, which we do. You can also download a pre-built binary here. You'll also need to start Jupyter, run Jupyter Notebook. So yeah, I guess I would follow these instructions here. So that to actually use it, you'll need to add Jupyter install, which we do. To start Jupyter, once look for new and select Rust. You can download a pre-built binary, extract it from the archive, or build from source. Yeah, the instructions here are a little bit vague to me. So you can download a pre-built binary, extract it by doing in order to register. I see. Or you can build it from source. Let's build it from source. Let's try it. Let's have some fun here, and let's build it from source. So I'm gonna try this out. So we need to go to this project here, and we're gonna go to the README file, and let's add to the main README, and we'll say that we want to have some documentation about Jupyter Notebook and Rust. And what do we got here? Looks like this would be good right here. Well, let's add it right here. So we'll say Jupyter Notebook and Rust. But we'll say the project is here. Let's move this over. So the project is here. We'll say this EX or EV. There we go. And so first we need to compile. So let's do what they say. And what they say here is go here is we do this command. So let's put that in here. So let's do it. Cargo install. Let's see what happens. All right. So far, so good. It's building. We also could open up bash here and throw it up here and do htop just to see what's going on. So we see that, in fact, we have cores running, which is good. And whoa, look at the memory here. This is amazing. Like, because again, I have a huge machine, 110 gigs of RAM, but look, 13 gigs of RAM is already being utilized. So kind of curious what kind of build process this is. Looks to be pretty aggressive, actually, in terms of using all the resources, which is good, right? I wanted to use all the resources here. And you can see here, look at all these processes here. it's able to run multiple tasks at the same time, fully saturating all the cores here, which is pretty cool. So this looks like it's gonna got a little, let's say a couple more minutes here. Let's keep reading. So once I've done that, then we need to run this command. So we'll put this here next. So we'll say next. Let's do this there. And let's try to go to the next step. So while this is running, we're going to say if your OS is older version, rest up, and then we just do Jupyter Notebook. So let's see if Jupyter Notebook, I'm pretty sure I already installed it, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's go back here and let's do that. Let's just say Jupyter Notebook. So I do have a virtual environment which I can try out. Okay, so that did work. So while that's installing, the next thing we need to do is we need to do this step. So I just want to verify that Jupyter will actually run. And I think I was able to install Jupyter here. So we'll also need to, yeah, looks like it's good. Probably I should source this virtual environment. env get activate. And then we'll run this command. Oh, that was easy. Writing this to there. And then I guess we just do Jupyter. Actually, let's do the command. Okay, well, that does appear to be working. And we can open in browser. And what happens? Okay, we'll go ahead and authenticate here. And I can put this token in. Let's go ahead and do that. So far, so good. I think it's so far, so good. We're about to find out. Not allowing login, redirect to tree 302. Hopefully this works. Oh, there we go. Okay, don't show anymore. So we go to new. Whoa, look at this. We got Rust. Okay, well, apparently you can use Rust. Uh-oh, we have a problem. An error occurred while creating a new notebook. Not found. New Rust. Interesting. Why did that not work? Oh, blocking cross origin. So there was a problem. This could be tricky to solve because we might have to look at Google, not Google. We need to maybe install Jupyter here. Let's see. Jupyter. Need to do an installation. Not a search. It's p install Jupyter. Oh, you can. Somebody's saying you can turn off cross origin. Maybe. Blocking cross origin for API content. Let's see. Disable How do you do this? There must be a flag or something. Oh, use this. I hope it solves no browser. Oh, you can also click the CC button on your right side and turn it off. Okay, let's try that. CC button on your right side. I don't see the, unless it's here. Yeah, I don't see it. Well, I can just start it again. Not a big deal. We can shut this down. And then we run it again. But we'd say no browser. And then again, I take this token, open it up. Okay. Still fail. Still fail. Blocking cross origin. Referrer. Yeah, still having issues with this. We'll say Jupyter disable cross origin. Allow cross origin. How do I disable that? I just need you other than root. Oh, I see. Let's try that out. So what about tree? Tree. Well, I guess I could just go somewhere. How about that? Tree. What did it say again? It says we could go to lab maybe. Let's try lab. Nope, that didn't work. Let's see our new. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I could read it this. It says once it started, you should open up new. Oh, common usage. Let's see what happens here. So let's look at some issues inside of here. Cross origin. Nope. I think we can also add run Jupyter in GitHub code spaces. I think there's another way to do this, which you can open your code space in Jupyter Lab from or by using the C here. So how would you do this? You can open up any code space. There's a way to do this. You can open up your code space. Introduction, dev containers. Must be installed. Jupyter, maybe I need to install. No. How do I run open, navigate, install Jupyter Notebook, dev code spaces. Let's try that. They don't have an instruction here on how to install this. Let's go back here. And install. Forget the command to install. It's install multiples extensions, install extension. We want to install Jupyter. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Jupyter. Let's do this one. Let's see what happens if we. This might fix it. And if I kill this here, okay. So then does Jupyter show up here? I thought it did. So this is enabled globally. And then, does it show up here? Extensions. If we go to Jupyter, not sure how this would launch here. Jupyter Notebook, disable cross origin check. Let's try that. Let's go here. We'll see Jupyter Notebook, disable cross origin block. I'm trying to disable. What does this say? If you configure, modify Jupyter file in these two places. Allow origin, restart. That's interesting. So that looks like one way you could do it. It would be nice if there was a command line option. Jupyter Hub doesn't. Unlike single, so we can do. It looks like you can disable it. Let's see what we got here. We got this. Related. Have you tried solutions highlighted here? First of all, blah, 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 blah. Nope. Not found. It goes, I've used, still doesn't work. Is this show more? Do you have a config? No active terminals. Nope, that's not the right one. Here we go. Boy, this is an interesting problem. Using CORS permission. Jupyter Notebook. What about this one? Generate config, help, origin. Origin. Oh, netbook. Let's try this. So maybe that's what I need to do. So if I said Jupyter Notebook, let's try that. Let's say Jupyter Notebook, generate config. Let's see what this does. So let's do that. Go here, generate config. Okay. And then home VS Code. How do you open? No. It'd be nice if you could just open a, oh, there we go. File, open, file. And we'll just throw that in there. Okay, there we go. So what do we got here? We want to allow, let's see if we have an origin here where we can find origin. Oh, to allow origin. Here we go. So let's do this, allow origin. What if we just say star? Let's try that. Origin. User regular access control. Allow origin header. Let's see this. So if I say Jupyter Notebook in, what does it say? Oh, unexpected indent. Annoying. Oh, I see. And I guess that makes it. It's a Python config file, which does make sense that was an unexpected indent. So, okay, this might work. Let's see if this works. New Rust. Whoa. Wow, that was painful. but I got it working. Whoa, look at this. I got a Rust kernel cooking. Let's see. Let's use ChatGPT and Rust. So kernel starting, and let's go here. And what is it doing? Kernels. Wow, it's kind of taking a while to start. Why would that take a while to start? Bash. Oh, kernel started. Okay. Whoa. So if we refresh, there we go. Kernel's ready. So we can say let x equal 1. And let's just, what happens if we do that? Whoa. It's ln x. Uh-oh. Wow. So you can run Rust in Jupyter Notebook. Well, this is definitely interesting. I mean, this is definitely changes things a little bit. Let's take a look at the documentation for this thing that I'm using, which is, where is that thing now? Let's close some of these windows. I'm gonna have to go to my documentation, and we need to go here. This is where we need to look at. So that is cool that you can run Rust inside. That's good to know. And do they have some examples or anything, or update? Do they have some? Let's look at this. So we see here's this documentation. We did that running common usage. We'll open that up. Custom output. The last expression in a cell gets printed. Third-party integrations. Wow, there's several Rust crates that provide. Wow, Plotly? Really? Wow, this is interesting. So, wow, this is interesting. Launch Jupyter Lab. Whoa. So let's try this out here. So as of Plotly has support for this kernel. Oh God, no. No, Conda. But run this, run Jupyter Lab. You should see this. We can do installation, launch it. That looks interesting. Very interesting. What else can we do? We can see that there is pet graph, there's charts, and then this person has written a notebook data analysis with Rust with a getting started video. Wow. So you can use Rust with Jupyter. This is very interesting. So try and dep plotters. The font shows a minimal example. Whoa. Okay, let's try this out. Let's go here and let's paste this inside. What happens? So it's running. And if we go back to use of deprecated plotters, error failed to resolve undeclared type line series. So obviously I didn't install something correctly here. Interactive tutorial. Oh, okay. Well, let's do this. Let's try to get this person's tutorial. Let's try it out. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to kill this Jupyter. Okay. Then I'm going to do what they said, which is git clone this repo. So I'm going to put this in the notes as well. Let's to so summary TLDR. It does work. It does work. And then what did I do to get but you must do look at history here. Let's do history. So you have to do Jupyter generate config but you must do the following, this, and then edit cross origin. Okay, so we got that cooking. Next, what we can do is we can do this, and then to run tutorial, to run plotting tutorial, do the following. There you go. Okay, so that is good, and we're gonna cd into plotters doc. Now I'm also going to edit the get ignored so that we don't check in this repo or do some that can cause chaos. So let's do that, and let's ignore this. Ignore. We'll check it out. There you go. Okay, we got that ignored. And then let's go back to the documentation, and it says cd, which I think we did. Yeah, we did. And then just Jupyter Notebook. Okay. You can open up in the browser. And then what does it want me to do? Select a notebook called exec Jupyter integration IPYNB. Okay. Let's try it out. Get started. In order to use this, which we've done, you need to import this following code. Wow, this is tricky stuff. Will this work? So let's see if this is running. Let's look over at our code here. We see that in fact, it is actually still cooking. And now it's going to try to run this, and let's see if this works. Now, it does appear to be a little bit sluggish, which is strange. I see what the problem is. The kernel can take a while initially to start. I think that's what the issue is. I think it's just Jupyter kernel takes forever to start initially. We can see kernel started. No, it looks like it should be started though. So we see here. Oh, so it did run. So, okay. Now we do this. Whoa. Yeah, here we go. We're plotting from Rust. Look at this. This is not bad, actually. I'm liking this. Pretty cool. So, I mean, it's a little bit different than a regular Jupyter Notebook flow, but I'm liking that I can actually use Rust here as a data science framework. Pretty cool stuff. Now, I don't know why some of these charts are not completely plotting, but subchart, series, what else can we do? 3D plots. What does this do? Oh, there we go. Not bad. Well, this looks like a good start. I think I'll probably continue with this when I do data science with Rust again, but I definitely learned something today, which is there's actually pretty good data science workflow for visualization with Rust, and I think I'm going to stick with it. All right. Well, thanks for everybody that showed up, and I'm going to call it a day.